One of the most frequently asked questions on my channel is how to get buff balance. But before we answer that question, what is buff? It is a peer-to-peer trading platform where you can buy and sell your CSGO skins. It has the biggest volume of skins among all of the cash marketplaces. And for this reason, the prices on Buff are often regarded as the gold standard. So basically, whatever the price of a skin is on Buff is the value of that skin in general. So the reason you'd want to buy Buff Balance is because with that, you can buy skins for exactly what they are worth. It's a Chinese marketplace, and it's not exactly trivial to get started with the registration process. So I'll leave a link in the description to Zipple's guide on how to get started. It's a very informative video, and I used it myself to register on Buff. There's a slight caveat: people with a +1 phone number, so that's the US and I think Canada, but correct me if I'm wrong, +1 phone numbers cannot register on Buff, which is very unfortunate. I did it before that was a thing. If you really want to do like 1 or 2 trades on Buff, then just message me. I'm happy to do it for you, but unfortunately, you're probably out of luck using Buff. Are you looking for cheap, low float skins for trade ups? Check out today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. It's the most convenient trading bot site where you don't have to overpay for low floats. I found this 0.08 Op Elite build and this 0.09 M4 Tooth Fairy, and the tradable M4 was delivered to my inventory instantly. If you apply code TechSavvy, you get a 5% deposit bonus, and you also get a $5 trading bonus when you start trading. Don't worry if you don't have any skins, just head over to Freebies and you'll find 3 giveaways, all the way up to a Gut Knife Gamma Doppler. So use my link in the description to start finding deals on low float skins today. So there's going to be 2 main methods to getting buff balance. Number 1 is going to be the fast method, and number 2 is going to be the cheap method where you get a better deal. So number 1 is actually pretty simple. You just approach either YouTubers or traders and you're like, hey man, I want to buy buff balance, and they'll give you their offer. Usually you can find 1-to-1 where buyer pays fees. So what this means is that if you want to spend $500 on buff balance, you're going to get the equivalent of $487.50 because Buff takes a 2.5% cut for every item sale, which is the main way how people transfer balance. Now the second method, this is going to take more time, but if you're patient, you're going to get a way better deal. Now this method is also going to be pretty simple. You're just going to go on other cash marketplaces, you're going to buy skins, then you're going to wait until they're tradable, and you're going to sell them on Buff. This is my preferred method since I know in advance if I'm going to need balance. I usually like to use Skinport. There's an affiliate link in the description. So let's take a look at what I usually like to do. Alright, so here's how you do it. You go to Skinport through my link in the description, and you click Market. Then I like to set the price starting at around $10, and you set the price limit to whatever you want. And what you do is you head over here where it says most popular and change it to highest discount, not best value, but highest discount. And then you start looking for good deals. So for example, Stat Track Lock Bullet Queen Field Tested. So you go to Buff, you search for the item, you open the appropriate listing. This one's $25.35, 17.86 euros, 17.86 euros in dollars is 19.23. So this is actually an amazing deal. I'm gonna add this to the item is no longer listed. Alright, so what about the StatTrack Phantom Disruptor? So unfortunately that happens if it's a really good deal. What about this Phantom Disruptor that is $15 for 12 euros? That's $13 for a $15 item, and that's unfortunately also not listed. Alright, let me check out this player 2. It's in field tested. That is 1957. 1661 is $18, so let me add this to the cart as well. That is also not listed. Alright, this is annoying. This doesn't usually happen. What about this Fairy Tale? It's $41.50, 36.4 euros is 39.3. So that's pretty good actually. It's 94.7% buff price. Let me see if there's anything better that I could pick up. What about this field tested Huntsman Crimson Web? Field tested is $206 versus 180 euros. Is 195, basically 194.5 divided by 206. That is 94.5% buff price. So that's pretty decent. So I'm gonna add these to the cart, and you just go to the cart, you go view cart, then you click these buttons, proceed to checkout. Now I'm not gonna record this because it's gonna bring up my information, but there we go. I just bought the items, Huntsman Crimson Web for 180 and the 5/7 Fairy Tale for 36, and now I will calculate how much profit I made. So I spent 216 euros and 14 cents, which is equal to $234.58, and the skins that we got are worth a total of $247.19. Now unfortunately you have to subtract 2.5%, so that leaves you with $241.09. $2.01, which leaves you with a profit of $6.43. Nothing crazy, but it's still way better than just stomaching the 2.5% loss, because this is actually a 2.7% gain on how much you paid versus how much balance you got. Now, this is actually not as good as it gets. I'll add up my recent purchases on Skinport, and we'll see how much I sold them for. First, I bought this Karambit freehand for 92% buff price, making $34. Then I bought a StatTrack field-tested Fire Serpent, which I ended up selling to a buy order just so that it would sell quicker. Then I bought a Bayonet case-hardened minimal wear, made $41 on it. Next, I bought a Bowie freehand, which I haven't sold yet, but I think it'll sell somewhere around $140. And finally, I bought this M9 black laminate that I think I can make around $20 on. So this is exactly what we spent, what we sold the items for, and how much we profited, which equates to almost 5% profit after every tax possible. So I'd say that's pretty solid just for buying buff balance. So that's pretty much it. That's how you buy buff balance. Now, I actually explained to you how cash trading works as well, but that's just, a little extra bonus. Hope you guys are able to take something away. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe to Tech Savvy Scientist for ultimate luck.